What's going on, guys? LeivaLifts here. With all the gyms being closed down due to the coronavirus outbreak, I decided to film some home style workouts. Today's workout is going to be a lower body leg day workout. All the exercises I'm about to show you can be performed with little to no equipment, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, so first up is the Goblet Squat, one of my favorite exercises. This exercise is great for teaching basic squat technique. It teaches you to lower your glutes first rather than just bending your knees. It also helps you to prevent from leaning forward and from having your knees cave in. The muscles worked in this exercise are the quads, glutes, and hamstrings. As a side benefit, it also works the core and spinal erectors due to keeping your torso upright through the entire movement. Here I've included some variations with some different equipment that you can use. Kettlebell is great for this exercise. Same idea, weight right by your chest, keeping the back nice and straight, starting the movement with the glutes. Make sure to keep your knees from caving in. Here we have the dumbbell variation. I have one of those dumbbells that you can alter the weight by stacking various plates on it, but a traditional dumbbell will work just as well. And then of course we have a body weight variation as well with no equipment. Same concept, just have your hands together by your chest, leading with the glutes. Alright, up next we have the Romanian Deadlift, RDL for short. It's a great compound exercise to develop overall strength of the posterior chain. The muscles of the posterior chain include the glutes, hamstrings, and erector spinae. Key thing is to really focus on the eccentric or lowering portion of the exercise until you really feel a stretch in those hamstrings. Make sure to keep that back nice and straight through the entire movement. No rounding of the back to prevent lower back injury. Here we have a kettlebell variation. Same concept, focusing on that lowering portion of the movement, that stretch in the hamstrings, and really make sure you drive out your glutes as you're lowering the weight. As you come up, focus on that hip hinge, extension with the hips. Next up we have a dumbbell variation. Here I'm performing it with two separate dumbbells, but if you only have one dumbbell, that's okay. Same idea, focusing on that lowering portion, driving up with the hips. Now we have lunges. Lunges are a great exercise to develop your size and strength of the lower body, as well as improve balance since your stance is staggered. Focus on one leg at a time, driving upward with the forward leg. As you're driving upward, concentrate on contracting the quads and also tighten the core to help stabilize the weights throughout the entire movement. When you're done with one leg, switch over to the next leg and remember to really drive upward with that forward leg, concentrating on that front quad. I find it easiest to focus on one leg at a time, that way you don't lose count and you don't have to waste time switching back and forth. This exercise is also extremely effective just using body weight. Have your hands on your hips to help stabilize and lower and come up, driving with that forward leg. Muscles worked in this exercise are the quads, glutes, hamstring, and core. Here we have the hip thrusts. This exercise is designed to improve strength, speed, and power by teaching optimal hip extension. It really builds up the glute muscles, which are responsible for accelerating, deceleration, changing directions, and creative explosive power in jumps. Strong glutes will also improve your posture and relieve lower back pain. It also works the hamstrings and a little bit of the quads. Here we have the dumbbell variation. Same idea here, really driving up with the hips, really squeezing those glutes at the top of the movement. Here we have a body weight variation. This variation is really good to start out with just to get the basic movement down. As you come all the way up, really squeeze those glutes. Practicing full extension with the hips. And to finish off this lower body workout, we have in the standing calf raises. The standing calf raises are an isolation exercise that targets the calves, specifically the gastrocnemius muscle. It increases the size and strength of the calves. Also, by strengthening your calves, you can increase sprinting and running performance. An additional benefit to increasing the strength of the ankle is it prevents overall ankle injury. Here I have two views. Should really be flexing at the top of the movement, really making sure you get a complete contraction in those calves. Really driving up with the balls of your feet. You can perform this with the barbell or dumbbells as shown here. Same idea, driving up onto the balls of your feet, fully contracting the calves. And finally, we have the body weight variation of the standing calf raise. If you're first starting out, this is a good variation to begin with, as it really gives you an idea of the movement and what it feels like for your calves to be contracted. You can see my cats in the background. They always get excited when I do a workout in the living room. They want to be a part of getting them gains. Well, thanks for stopping by and watching this video. In case you missed anything, I have the entire workout in the description box down below. You can always reference that at any point in the workout. This is LeivaLifts signing out, and hope you guys have a great day.